families, Coach Kinney here. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Today, what we got here is we're going to string up an Evo 5 with a new sidewall pattern that I learned. It's called the grain wall. So for this head, I just started with a traditional 9-diamond top string. I like to go through all of these top string holes. I just feel like it gives a little bit more reinforcement, keeps that locked in a little bit. But for this sidewall, if you can see, I've started a little differently. So for this grain bag, you're gonna just start with that figure 8 knot. And instead of starting at the top of the head like you usually would, we're gonna start all the way at the bottom. So you're gonna take your leading end, go from the outside to the inside, then push it through the next sidewall hole from the inside to outside. And now here's where it gets a little different. You're going to take this leading end of this string and you're going to bring it all the way to that top sidewall hole. It's going to look like that. So what this helps the pocket do is not only does it keep the strings tight, but it also gives you a little bit reinforcement in that sidewall. So how we're going to start is, we're on every single knot, all that we're going to be doing is going from the front side of the mesh through, put that through, and then we're going to go down to that next sidewall hole, push it in, and this whole pattern we're going underneath this sidewall string that's on the outside. So we go underneath, make sure that's tight, and then we go right back over through the same sidewall hole. It's a little tricky, so if you need to get some pliers or whatnot to help you, I would do that. Push that through, pull through, and now the same thing that you do with that inside out pattern. After you string it through, what you got to do is you got to put it back through the back side of that mesh hole. So now all that we're going to do is we're just going to keep copying that pattern all the way down. So for this next one, if you can see, put it through the back of the mesh, or the front of the mesh, sorry, through under that, through that next sidewall hole, inside out, underneath this outside sidewall, pull that through, over that outside sidewall rail, through that same hole that you just strung through. Pull it tight, and then through the front side of that mesh and pull down. Now all you're going to do is you're going to continue that pattern all the way down the sidewall. you're going to want to tie this knot off. So from the front side of the mesh to the back side, under the sidewall string, pull it tight. Back over. If you notice, I pulled this sidewall string up. It just gives me room underneath that sidewall, in that sidewall hole, to really kind of push this top one through. It's tricky because it's tight, but it's a good thing that it's tight, because that means that our sidewalls are going to stay tighter. Maybe finally able to get it. I would not recommend using scissors. Needle nose pliers would probably do a better trick, but it's just not something I have right now. Pull this through. Bottom one will probably be the trickiest one that you'll have to pull through. Back through that mesh, lock down that sidewall. So now, when you're finishing this knot up, or this sidewall up, and you want to tie that bottom string, one thing that you're gonna start it the same way that you started your other one, or all your other knots. So you're gonna go from the inside out, but it's pretty simple. All that we're gonna do is we're going to push it through this bottom hole. So I just lifted that that bottom knot up, go from the inside out, and push it straight through if it wants to fit through. Yep. There you go. And just lock that one down. And all that I'm going to do is just tie that figure 8 knot. So I make a loop, wrap it around once, put it back through, pull, pinch at the very bottom, and tighten it. I can trim off any excess sidewall that I have. yeah, there you have it. Hey guys, so hope you enjoyed the stringing tutorial. If you're sitting at home and you want to try out one of these stringing tutorials like the grain wall that I showed you here today, you can call BJ Sports. We have all your stringing kits. We got Hero 3.0, String King, and whatnot. We also just opened up an online store, so you can view all your heads. So if you want to try to string up an Evo 5, you can. Stallion Omega, any Maverick head you can think of. We got it online, so if you need anything, just stop in. Go to www.bjsports.com, and hopefully you can find what you need there.